Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to take you step by step on how to design this trifold brochure that you see on your screen using CorelDRAW. So I see some people struggling to design, or after designing, when they print it out, you see that the trifold does not align, the three segment does not align. When after printing you fold it, you try to fold it, it doesn't align. I see some people struggling to design things like this. All right, so today we are going to take care of that. So I'm going to show you how to set the margin, because that's where the issue is. So how to set the margin in order to have a proper world design projects. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, I am Memma Graphics. Here we learn graphic design, all right, using CorelDRAW. We also use Photoshop sometimes. All right, so kindly subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button below and turn on the notification bell in order not to miss any of my future upload. So without any further ado, let's jump into the system. All right, so when you look closely on top of this, so you can see a couple of images. So these will be our stock images, all right, and a few text. Okay, this is going to be the text. So the next thing I'm going to do, I think all I need to do, I should just create a different environment. All right, so so to speak, so we are going to create a different, or yeah, let's create a different environment. All right, so once we do that, we are going to have something like this. All right, so this is new page. All right, so I'm just going to copy things from the other side and bring it here. So for instance, we are going to copy everything we have here, all right, so that we can see it here. All right, so we can see and compare. So I'm going to just shift everything down here. So this is our page. So the first thing you are going to do, you just find out, is it going to be are you going to use A4 to design it, or are you going to use A3 to design it? So that's the first thing. So I'm using A4. All right, so once you come here, you click here and you choose your paper size A4. The next thing you are going to do, you are going to change it from this portrait to landscape. All right, so this is how you are going to change it. Just click here, you look at your standard property bar and choose landscape. So once you have something like this, I'm using CorelDRAW 17. So the next thing I'm going to do is not, it doesn't really work like that with those who are using CorelDRAW 2021, because I use most of the time I use CorelDRAW 2021. So this is 2017, I believe. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to come here. So right, this your right rectangle tools. I'm just going to double click. Once I double click on this rectangle tools, all right, once I double click here, you can see that there is rectangle here. All right, automatically set a rectangle here for you, so you don't need to draw it, just like, because in CorelDRAW 2021 all we do is we have to draw it and then we come here to resize it. All right, so we draw, we come here to resize it. All right, that's what we do. But in this particular CorelDRAW 2017, you don't need to do that. All you need to do, you double click here, the rectangle will come up, all right, to resize the normal page that you have here. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to cut this rectangle into 3 pieces, since we are going to since we are designing trifold brochure. So all you need to do, come here and drag this all the way to this side. All right, drag it to this side, something like this. First drag it here, something like this. Once you drag it here, you leave it here, then you come here and flip it to this side while holding down your shift key in order to align. We just drag like this and right click immediately, then press Ctrl R to give you a duplicate. As you can see, we have 1, 2 and 3. all right, don't know if you don't understand what I just did, you have to just play back the video so you can understand. So as you can see, we have 1 here, we have 2 here, we have 3 here. All right, so let me color it so that you can see. To tomorrow you know, so you can see this is 1, this is another 1. Okay, let me use this color. Okay, and this is let's use blue. So as you can see, this is 3. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to set the outline, so the the margin, so that when the printer, or when you finish doing your work and then you send it to the printer or printer to print, that your printer might likely cut off or trim some part of your work if you don't set the margin. So that's why that was why I said this is the most important part of this thing. So you have to come up here and drag this line somewhere here. All right, but before you do that, you need to actually set it properly. I don't have time to do this. Maybe I will just attach the link under the comment section, because what you need to do, you need to make sure that from here and this side and this bottom side are the same or equal. And how to do that is for you to just take a rectangle and draw something like this. All right, so you have something like this. So you can now come up here. You can come up here. Let me change this to inches. I love to work with inches. All right, so just come up here and put this to copy what you have here and then paste it under here. All right, copy what you have up here and paste it under here, and then bring it to this place. All right, on top of this, you can just press this one and press this one and press T to take it to the top, and press L to take it to this side. So this is what you will use to align this line. So just drag this line to this side. Right, so if you want to take it to the left, you click and then take it to the left, and take it to the right, sorry. So as you can see, it's coming to the right. So you just drag this, okay, and place it here, then drag another one and place it right in the middle like this. All right, then you click on this particular one and then press this one and do the same thing, align it to this other side. Okay, this is how we do it. All right, so the reason, so we are using this little rectangle to ensure that all the sizes are equal. So just for the purpose of this tutorial, I don't want it to be too long, so I'm just going to drag it the way I want it quickly. So I'm just going to drag this one and drop here, and drag another one and drop here, and then drag another one and drop here, and then drag another one and drop here. So I don't have time to do all that, so you can do the remaining things by yourself. Just follow the process. So I'm just going to just try to rush the video. So the next thing is to drag another one and drop somewhere here. I don't know if it aligns, it doesn't align. So just do you, as long as it's a job you are doing for somebody, you need to take your time and just align the margin. All right, so the next thing you are going to do, just select these three rectangles and then come here and right click in order to remove the outline. As you can see before, Ctrl Z, let's do Ctrl Z. Before, you can see the outline, then after, let's redo. So when we click it, the outline is off. Okay, the outline is off. So now you can see that we have one here, we have two here, we have three here, then we have our margin. Okay, this margin will help us. So whatever you are designing, whatever text you have, let it fall under this space. All right, don't let it cross the line, so let it fall under this. So the next thing we are going to do, I'm just going to copy the color. I taught you guys how to copy a color like this. I want to use this green, particular green. So all you need to do, come to color eyedropper tools, click on it and point to the color, click on the color. That's if you don't have the color here or you can't find it quickly, just do what I'm doing. All right, something like this. All right, okay, so that's that. For this particular one, I can pick this color and drop it here. By the way, I don't want it to be all the way down, so I'm just going to leave it somewhere up here like that. The down one should be white. So the next thing I am going to do here, if you look closely, you can see I have something like this that looks like, you know, circle. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to click on rectangle and draw something like this. Okay, right click on it and convert it to a curve, then click on this particular one, this first one, the shape tool. So once you click on the shape tool, double click here to remove this, then click here and drag, click here and give it a knot, click here and then convert it to curve, then drag it like this. All right, Are you seeing what I'm doing? So just drag it like this. This is what you need to do. Then drag this one all the way down. Okay, you can remove this if you want to. All right, so this is what I'm not, it doesn't have to be perfect, but we're still going to have to make it look neat. All right, so I'm just going to remove this one, click on this one, and drag it up like that. Okay guys, drag it like this. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to just carry it to this first one and drop it here. All right, drop it here and give it a yellow outline. Then come here and maybe change the outline thickness to 4. So I think 4 is fine. So as you can see, we have something like this. Then we can now come here and bring this particular one. This is the hospital, right? Just copy it and then right click on it, power clip into this frame. All right, then go into the frame and expand it to cover the space. All right, something like this, and come out of it. So in order to have, because look at this, look at the magic here. So once I power clip this into the frame, because we need to power clip into the frame to hide this portion. So as you can see now, if you look closely here, we have part of it that enters the second paragraph. That's the second trifold or rectangle that we have here. So part of this thing entered this particular one. How do you do that? Go into this frame again. All right, go into this frame by editing it. Hit power clip, right click on edit power clip. Let me take it up a little bit, something like this. Yeah, edit power clip, then copy it. Right click on it, you see copy, then close the power, this power, this thing. What's it called? Just close it. All right, close it. Close it. So once you close it, you paste it here. Like I said, just click on right click and click on paste, so you have something like this. So now you are going to right click on it again and power clip it into this second one. All right, something like this, as you can see. So we now have it here. Part of it is showing here and is equally showing here. So from here you can now bring this thing, this what's it called, QR code or whatever, barcode, to scan and then drop it here. So how do you get it? Of course, if you're asking me, it's very simple how to get that. Then you can see that we have sharp edge. Okay, so if you don't want it to be sharp edge, this white to be sharp, you can just draw a rectangle. Draw a rectangle like this. Right, just draw a rectangle like this. So once you draw a rectangle, something like this, the next thing you are going to do, you are going to click on this shape tools and come up to this edge and drag like this. As you can see, the edge is not that sharp as the other one. So the next thing you are going to do, you are going to power clip this, right click on it and power clip into this particular one. Then edit it and bring it to the center here. Sorry, just drag it to the center of this thing, this rectangle, and then close it. As you can see, the edge is no longer sharp, so click here to remove the outline as always. All right, so we are going to have something like this. So the next thing that we are going to have, the logo. All these things are very simple. So once you have your logo, you just bring your logo, you draw something like this, circle. You can draw a circle like this. If you like, you can give it a white color if you want to. Remove the outline as always. So once you remove the outline, just bring the logo, this logo, bring it here, and then power clip this logo into the frame. Right click on it and click on power clip, paste it inside this and edit it properly. All right, just adjust it very well. Okay, just ensure that your work is neat, guys, and click here to close and reduce it. I don't like big stuff, so I love to reduce my thing and make it small. So the next thing you are going to is the name of the, or whatever it seems like it's the name of the hospital. You just copy this first choice and copy and paste here. I think that's what they have here. Yeah, first choice hospital. You just copy it and paste here, reduce it, give it a white font color. So drag it to this side. You can give it a bold color, give this thing a bold color, just bold this. Alright, something like this, and then align it. Make sure it's aligned with this one. Okay, this is where you set your alignment to the center or to anywhere you want. Alright, make sure you aligned it. Okay, make sure you align it like this. So let's make this thing okay, just like this. Once you align it, you drag it to this side, leave it like this. I think this is just okay. We are just doing tutorial. If you are doing a job that someone give you, you need to just take your time. All right, so now the next thing we are going to do, we are going to carve what we have here on top of it. So I already have the right up here, scan to download. Just take it down here. Okay, we are going to bring it here, scan to download, and drop it on top of this particular stuff. Expand it a little bit, give it a white color, give it a white color like that. Okay, and then draw a rectangle. Again, draw a rectangle, press Ctrl key while you draw in order to align it, to make it all equal size. Then click on, first of all, convert it to curve, then right double click here, then press again in order to have a rotational this thing, and rotate the rotational anchor point. I told you that we call those edges, the four, this point and this point, these are called anchor point. These are anchor point. Then when you click again, you have rotational one. So once you are done, just drag it and put it here, give it yellow color, remove the outline, guys. Mouse, remove the outline like this. Okay, and make it make sure it's centralized, so you have something like this. That's not too hard, isn't it? So the next thing is to just basically is to bring these people and just bring them here. So I'm just going to quickly grab this thing, these people here. All right, there's no need to just go and just going to grab them. Just give me a few seconds to grab these people. All right, and drop here. All right, the reason why it's like this because I power clip this, so I'm going to group it. I'm going to group all of this, then power clip into the frame. Clip into the frame. It doesn't. Okay. Let's ungroup it and do it one after the other. Power clip. Okay, I see what's happening here. Because here is already okay, I think okay, look, I've seen what is going on because I've taken this one up, so I'm going to bring it down again. All right, so now we can power clip this into this frame. All right, edit it and bring them up like that. Okay, bring them up like this. So you are going to have something like this. You can see similar to what we have here. Then copy what they have here on top here, and then paste it here. Okay, all you need to do is just copy and paste. All right, copy and paste. This is more like immunization day for the children, dementia day, and of course you have senior day activities. So more like we are just trying to carve out something. Okay, so now the next thing we are going to do is to just bring the specialist, your first choice, whatever, just a text that we typed out, and just leave it here. Just came out with whatever I can gather, whatever information, just to create this for this tutorial. All right, so it's not like some sort of hospital anywhere. All right, so the next thing is to bring this particular one is more like for details, the location. Just bring it somewhere here, to type the address, the location, just write it here, and yeah, basically that's it. So we can actually let's bring one of these and drop it here. So you can actually bring in one of these and just leave it here. All right, this is more like hospital equipment. All right, so we just leave it here, and then we're not going to leave it like this. Just come here, transparency tool, and reduce the hardness. I think 60, 80. Let's do 80. Okay, so 80 is fine. It is okay. Then power clip it into the frame as usual. Power clip. Power clip into the frame. Then go into the frame, bring it down a bit. All right, bring it down. So basically this is how you design a trifold brochure. So at the end, this is what we were able to come up with. So once you bring this thing out, so you can now fold it into 3 portions. So fold this one, and fold this one. So tell me what you think under the comment section. I will see you guys in my next video.